your feet.
Hi, Isaac. There is a habit in place, old habit, to make the vitality of the body smaller. And it can, to make it really smaller, to make it small. Yeah.
It's great that it gets noticed.
Sorry?
It's great that it gets noticed.
Yeah, it's such a familiar shit, so to say.
Yeah, so the fact that it's noticed means for the first time there can be an inquiry into it.
Yes, please. Yeah.
So there's a noticing that that habit plays, and
Sure.
it's clear if it was up to you, it wouldn't be there. So it obviously means you're not doing it. It just means
No.
that somewhere it's playing automatically and consciously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, just that seeing that it's not you, that
Yeah,
it
it's not.
doesn't mean anything about you. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a habit that you find, that you notice, and it's doing its thing.
Yeah.
And just, if it's possible, honoring that habit, just seeing it. Okay, it's trying to help in some way. At some point, it did help.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not wrong. It's not bad. It was, at some point, it was helped maybe one of your ancestors, or who knows, to survive.
Yeah.
And then just checking in the present moment, this moment, not for all time, but just this moment now. Is it necessary or useful?
No.
Without a judgment, without good or bad or right or wrong, just a simple looking.
It's not necessary at all.
And it's not useful. Yeah. So then just seeing now that that's seen consciously, and just seeing then how the intelligence integrates that seeing. You're not fighting against it, you're not resisting it, you're not making it wrong, you're just noticing. Something's playing unconsciously, automatically.
Yeah.
And it's not really necessary. Maybe next moment it's necessary, but right now it's not.
Yeah.
That's all. And then just see what happens from that seeing. What gets noticed, if anything?
Just here.
Just here.
Yeah.
Simple. Yeah. Nothing to work on, nothing to get rid of, no one to do it.
No, just here.
Just here. Simple. Cool.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. We've had an interesting day, where I live is between me and the ocean is a nature reserve, and it caught fire today, and all day long there's been helicopters flying to try and put this fire out. So if the wind turns, we'll probably have to get up and run and leave here. Anyway, at the moment, it's just a lot of smoke we see. Christina. Hi.
Sorry, I forgot to ask if the recording could be turned off. Do you mind?
Klaus.
Hi, can you hear me, Isaac?
I hear you. I hear you and I see you.
Fine. I'm feeling very tense because my financial situation is very low. And I'm retired, but I have to work a little bit. And I'm doing also body work, but not many clients. And the thing is, I was rather rich and have lost a lot of money with money advisor or consultant, and other things also in crypto money. And so, yeah, but this is years before, and now I'm a little struggling with money, but it works, yes, but it's on a low level. And the thing is, in just 1 month, there may be a big income because there's something I have invested 5 years before, small amount that has increased very high. And so it may be that I'm becoming rather wealthy if it works really. But there's a lot of doubts, yes, how it works and how it comes and how it can be sold and traded and all this stuff. But the tension is so immense, and just to sit in presence and watch it coming is a hard job.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'm.
So the tension is there. You notice it, yeah.
Yeah.
And just for me, that tension is an old habit. It's an old friend. It's an old friend. And usually that habit is tied to survival. Somehow, it's tied to survival. So we can see that habit. And I'm sure if we ask, many people in this meeting know that habit very well. It's not specific to you. It's pretty generic. It functions in most of us.
Yes, I can see it in other persons also.
Yeah. And just to look at your family and your father and your mother, maybe you find the same pattern there, the same habit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see this is probably inherited.
Yeah.
Old habit inherited. Yeah. And just so to see, it's not you that's doing it. If it was up to you, you wouldn't do it. Just an old habit playing, trying to help you survive in some way.
Yeah.
And even though you can see it doesn't help, it plays.
Yes, and the mind goes crazy because on the one hand side, I have a fantastic vision of the future, what would be possible, and I would love to move to a southern country, to the Canary Islands or something like this. And and then suddenly something happens and I'm on the small level again, and I have to struggle in how it will become in Christmas and all this stuff.
So these are just thoughts, yeah? Just to recognize, these are just thoughts.
Yeah,
I mean,
but it's so big.
Those thoughts come, and when you see, they just thoughts. Look, I'm sitting here. There's huge flames. Just really,
you have told,
half a kilometer from me. I can see it. It's burning, and who knows? I have no idea. What this night will bring. But anyway, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you, and the mind can. When we say the mind, really, it's just thoughts, because no thought, no mind. Thoughts come, and either something entertains them and thinks they're useful, or finds them cute, or whatever it is, or doesn't like them. But just right here now, thoughts come and they go. They have no power. The only power they get is from us, if there's an unconscious resistance to them or an unconscious believing in them. So just resting here now, not having to do anything. You just watch thoughts come. Thanks, I'm not interested. You know, someone knocks at your door and they've got a great idea, and you say, thanks for coming, but I'm not interested. Just like that.
Mm.
So these thoughts come, and you're just watching.
Mm.
I'd
But
like to go to the Canaries. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not interested.
Yes.
Maybe it'll happen. Maybe it won't. Doesn't make any sense to tie your happiness to any thought.
But the future of struggling is not very
That's also just
helpful.
a thought. That's also just a thought.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes,
Isn't it?
I sometimes have thought maybe this doesn't work out, but I will gain something in lotto in the playing. Nobody knows.
Why?
Yes.
Why let the mind run like that? It's just thoughts again. You know,
Yeah.
you know right here as you hear now. Your belly's full. You have food in your belly at the moment. You're not hungry.
Yes. Yeah. No, not at all.
And you're warm enough.
Yes, I know this.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
And you're here.
Yeah.
And you're sitting in a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And the possibility is to enjoy this moment.
Yeah. That's my survival on the deepest level. Just be there. I have and this.
What does it take to enjoy this moment? Just looking.
Yeah.
If there was an interest to enjoy this moment, how would you go about that?
It's peace.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, can it be that simple?
Yeah. I have learned it by past. Just to stay with all the money lost. Yes, it was a big experience. Yeah, to let go, Yeah.
Exactly.
And it brought me back to myself.
I mean, to me it seems, there's these expressions. I don't know whether that frog is very loud, but I'll try and speak so you can hear me.
Yeah, okay.
You know, all of us, all of these expressions of life that we call people, come with conditioning and come with old trauma inherited from generations back. And it is like that. You can do nothing about it. And so that's playing, you could say. And if we look simply, all we ever have is this moment. Whether you're rich or poor, doesn't matter.
Yes.
What we have is this moment. And to be able to enjoy this moment, it doesn't take a lot. It's just, okay, this is it. Thank you. Even a little bit in that direction already is peace.
Yes, I have it for time, hours sometimes. And
yes, and just coming again and again. When you're interested in something, you just keep coming back to it. That's all.
Yes, but sometimes the mind goes.
If the thoughts come, you thank you, no thank you. I know where you go. I've been down that road many times. It never brings me peace and love and joy. Not interested. Unless you're interested in a lot of drama, then you say, please come. And I'll stay with you for a little bit, and we'll do a nice drama dance, and I'll feel terrible for a while, and I'll have something to complain about.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's simple. We just
Yeah.
You know, I like to speak about it as meeting this moment as the beloved.
Yeah.
That's because this is what we have. This is all we have. Nobody has more, nobody has less.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it's just information.
Yeah.
And we can be caressed by that information, or we can want a different experience.
Yeah.
One is suffering, one is peace. So It doesn't take much to recognize it. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. That's clear. Just reminding you of what you do know.
Yeah. Fine.
And you know, it's not true. When we say mind, it's just thoughts, just to recognize that's just a thought. But when we say just a thought, what is a thought? One thought and your whole system can be completely upset.
Yeah.
Because what happens with a thought, if it's believed, suddenly chemicals are involved and can feel like our survival is threatened. But we look, actually not, we just hear. It's a thought. Don't need to entertain it.
Thanks.
So, yeah, that's where this interest in truth and peace and love, when that comes and it becomes the only interest left that has any value to you, then life becomes easy. But as long as we're still putting something, oh, I have to get money first, I have to get a girlfriend first or a boyfriend, then, you know, there's trouble. And it's endless. That I'll tell you. You've been there, I've been there. It's painful in the moment, and then you try hoping, oh, I hope it turns out the way I think it should. And then the other side of hope is despair and depression. I mean, geez, then you entered into the game.
This conditioning.
Yeah.
Yes. Fine. I'm sometimes sitting in the yard of the Jesuitenschlössle in Freiburg in Germany.
Okay.
And there I have met you the first time. You know, you have been in Freiburg.
I remember that.
Yeah, and there's a peaceful location,
beautiful spot.
And I'm sitting in the yard under a tree and just be present, yes, and then I can watch my thoughts, but sometimes
and
they get me.
Just watch it. Even to call them my thoughts. Do those thoughts belong to you? Do you have papers to say you own them?
Yeah.
They just thoughts.
Yes.
Who knows where they come from, huh?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
great.
Thank you. Yeah. Satyam.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, namaste.
Namaste, Isaac. You look good, Isaac.
Thank you. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Perfect.
All right, okay. It was like, you were talking to the guy before. It was like you were talking to me, I guess. You're talking to everyone.
I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
There is no one else here.
Yeah, right. This is also this is the truth, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. I just want to put it out. I don't know what to do with it, because I could not anticipate this, what I'm going through while I was in Denmark. And though I've done it with my own hands, so I can't say that someone else did it to me. I gave my PR back and I got the money, and now my system is so pumped out in India that it's to come in terms with it. It's so fucking hard, man.
Yeah, so look, this idea that you made a mistake or you did something wrong, can you know that that's true?
Yeah, I've looked through many different angles.
No, so can you know it's true?
No, I can't.
You have no idea. It's just
No.
a thought again. It's just a thought. But if that thought's believed, suffering, no question. So
Absolutely.
you're here now, and then attention goes to the past or the future or something, and
Something, yeah, it's
there's,
something
and there's a comparing and a judging and a bunch of other mechanisms that play, and all of a sudden life feels terrible.
yeah.
And then on top of it, thoughts, oh, I did it to myself, nobody did it to me, how could I be so stupid? I mean, all these beautiful
Everything.
thoughts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And yet here you are.
I'm here, yeah.
That's it. I mean, it's
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and this funnily, this something is recognizing that this here is beautiful. It doesn't matter where you are in this here, geographically speaking, on the planet.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but in this here, when we get identified with these whatever this drama is going on, and then you
Just slow that down again, because we say when we get identified, who is it that gets identified, and how does that happen? Does somebody do the identifying, or is there just an automatic movement, unconscious movement that shows
absolutely
up?
the second one.
Yeah, so nobody does it.
No,
It's just, and in it, there's an opportunity to see what's playing automatically. That's all.
absolutely. There's so automatic that I'm not deciding, look, now I'm going to log into this drama and I'm going to make myself miserable. It's not really like that.
No, it's not. It's never like that for anybody.
Yeah.
But it seems that way at times, it seems like that.
Yeah, it seems that way. I'm doing it. That's the thing. It seems like I'm doing this to myself.
Yeah, that's all. We just untangling that, just seeing that something's playing, and it's an opportunity, or it moves in the direction. No, I have to get rid of it. I have to change it, and then pretty instantly that sucks. It's suffering, and so okay.
Yeah. I mean, is there? I'm just trying to look like why would it play in that way? Is it a pattern? It's certainly a pattern that it could also play other ways, like, oh, beautiful, what a nice step. And why
but you
would
see, like it's not up to you. I mean, there's the conditioning and the inheritance from generations back. So and with that we have no say over, that I've seen anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just like, if this interest in truth and love has arisen, you could say, and kissed us, then it's like, oh, okay, this stuff is coming up. Wow, let's inquire into it. It's like, and recognizing that that inquiry is not for your own benefit; it's for the benefit of all beings, because it plays the same in all of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
When we take it personally, then it's, oh, there's something wrong with me, I have to do something about it, and we lose perspective. Suddenly it's very personal, and shit, I didn't learn anything from all the satsangs I went to, and there I am in shit again. And it plays the same in everyone.
Yeah. There has to be some interest. That's why I come to these meetings. There's something has touched somewhere to come and talk to you.
I mean, that's it, so we come, and then I remember now, something quietens down again.
Yeah.
Then maybe if it happens again,
here we go again.
It's like, if you've never seen, of course, then it happens and it feels like a catastrophe and totally identified. But every time you see it, becomes less believable or less compelling.
Yeah. I mean, there's at least some distance that, okay, things are getting identified. I mean, so there is that little.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Right.
No, we never know what anything is good for,
No, it's that's true, because it's on the other side of the scale. It's almost feels like, oh, oh man, I've been again cheated by my mind. I believe that fucker, stuff like that. I believed what it was saying, and oh my God, what was good for me. I'm really faced with that what I think is good for me, really, it's not, I don't know really, actually.
We don't know.
I really don't. I've come at least to this one that I fucking really don't know what's good for me.
Yeah. That's pretty relaxing. Then you can stop trying. But knowing you, you'll try again. When I say knowing you, knowing the patterns that playing in you. Oh, what's good for me? Someone told me this is good. I should meditate or something.
Yeah.
I should never get upset again or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, so with that perspective, you're really left with nothing. When you don't know what's good for you, you're just left with take me as whatever comes. Really, it's like that.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool space.
Well, I don't know why I'm laughing with you, but something is like, no. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you're laughing because it's funny, man.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. On my WhatsApp, I think whatever you call it, DP, I've written, try not to lose the humor. I think that's my mantra, able to laugh. Yeah. Well,
and this moment, how is it?
It's beautiful. No.
And nothing changed outside. Nothing.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. It's really, can't say what this is, but there's like kind of a reasonless joy, not happy for a reason, but just here.
Yeah. Yes.
Just being here with you. And
yeah.
Wow. You did it. You did it, Isaac, again.
I don't think I did anything.
I know.
I'm enjoying the joke, yeah.
Yeah, just being a bit sarcastic. Oh, granddad, you did it again. Something like that. Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah.
Hi. I just want to enjoy with you, with me. So the nature is burning around you?
Yeah, a huge
Mamma
fire.
mia.
Yeah. Luckily, at the moment, the wind's blowing the other way. If it starts blowing this way, I'll pack up and just get in the car and get out of here.
And any reason it was too hot and wind or what?
It's very dry at the moment here. We haven't had much rain, friend, so it's I have no idea whether somebody threw a cigarette or what happened, but somehow it caught fire, and it's huge. Like,
But they can manage.
no, I don't know.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, interesting.
best also to the animals.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Nature, doing its
Hmm.
holy fire.
And again, we can see no contact. I mean, nothing but stardust, eh? So, Isaac, it seems like you come to Germany again next year.
That's the plan. I'm
Yes.
in the process of booking tickets. I mean, it's just like when I look at the world, I see that nothing is certain. I mean, suddenly there's a war in Israel, and who knows how that escalates. It's like there's so many really bizarre things going on the planet right now, and nobody knows. You look at it and you go, whoa, okay.
Yeah, I say more and more, is the moment or something like this.
Sure.
I mean, what else to say? Hmm.
I mean, look, there's an interest, either there's an interest in being peace, being love, or there's an interest in having a lot of adrenaline and a lot of drama, and nothing wrong with it, nothing right with it, just.
But it sucks. It sucks. Yes. Hmm. 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 Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Think that my experience is moving a lot from being really present to experiencing a lot of the waves,
Yeah.
the grief and the pain and the fear. And I see, and I see it like there's the voice in the mind that wants it to everything to be over with.
In a sense, a moment of quietness and it's over. But then there's this idea that like that the ocean shouldn't have waves.
Yeah, it's more of the suffering, when it reaches like when now it's kind of the suffering is kind of everyone's, in a sense.
Again, it's like, it's so weird. One time, the Yogananda, that famous yogi, visited Ramana Maharishi. And Ramana's didn't move much. He sat like a rock, And Yogananda said to him, "What can we do to assist all these people that are suffering?" And Ramana said, "Find out who's suffering." So who's suffering? We can find suffering, but who is it that's suffering? It's a very deep question, that. There's an activity of suffering. No, that we can find, yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't find somebody
Yeah.
suffering.
In Australia, we just had this big vote. There was a vote to wanting to change the constitution here and give Aboriginals a voice that nobody had to listen to, but at least somehow they had a voice. So there was big division here in the community. All the people think, wow, we should at least give the Aboriginals a voice. And for me, it was like, why give someone a voice if nobody's going to listen to it? It's cruel, man. It's crazy. And spending 400 million on it, trying to get this thing passed into law, and then, it didn't pass. And then people are devastated now. The Aboriginals, the indigenous people don't have a voice. And someone wrote, well, what can we do? And I go, shoot, I tell you, from where I look, the political system is completely corrupt, the monetary system is corrupt, and the only possibility, if you want to do something really practical, live as love and peace, man, that's it. The rest of it is nonsense.
Yeah, well, for me anyway, it's the only thing I can do. I'm not even in the same country,
And it's not even a doing, is it? It's just a love affair and interest. It's just like, what are the options? You live as love and peace, or you live as someone that's suffering, that thinks it's suffering. And if you look for that someone, you can't even find them. All you can find is old habits of thought. And
Yeah.
to me, I can look at the world and I can see the state of the world. I'm not blind. And I can focus on, the ignorance and the arrogance and the stupidity and all that stuff, and I see it. And I can also rest and meet everything as love, as peace. So for me, it's, once I see it like that, it's very clear, there's no, I don't have to think about it even. There's no value in suffering to try and make everyone feel better. It doesn't work. At least that's the way it seems to me, I could say.
Yeah. I feel like the sufferer will kind of just, it's been reflected in the suffering, because it's already ingrained in the human consciousness, this idea that
Yeah.
I suffer,
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
um,
Yeah, and that's why inquiry is so useful, because we just look and find out who's suffering, There's just an activity going on, there is no one.
yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
yeah, thank you. Cheers. Feet.
Hi again. Listening to what we say here. In this case of feet, it would be all the ingredients are here, available to rest as this inquiry. And then some kind of a belief or a movement happens again and again. You cannot only sit on your sofa or in your chair your life long. And then some action, some involvement, some anything, and the focus changes. And this is a real question. I believe in it, so to say, at the moment at least,
I guess Ramana never got the memo.
Say again, please.
Like in big companies, they send everybody a memo.
Yeah.
Like, about what. And I guess no one told Ramana that he can't just sit. He never got the memo.
It's like you cannot only sit in your life.
Well, that's why I say no one told Ramna. Someone should have told him. The
it's
poor
kind
guy.
of forbidden. It's kind of forbidden. It's stupid. It's so peaceful, but it's forbidden. Something. What? I hear you. Yeah, I hear what you say. All right.
You know, and actually, it has nothing to do with sitting or not sitting or moving.
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't have any.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you know,
The focus shifts so easily. One thought, one planning. I have to do this in daily
and
life.
then it shifts back. So what?
Yeah. Okay. It shifts back. So
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
But in between, yeah. Anyway, yeah. I don't want to play the game. Yeah.
In between, there's either noticing, wow, okay, it went from peace and love and beauty to stress and suffering, and or not,
Sleeping. Yeah.
or sleepy or whatever it is, and then
Yeah.
okay, what's real? What's true?
Yeah.
What's the interest?
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. You know, it's like, what else is there?
No, there's nothing else there.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's all nonsense. Thank you.
Thank you. Eva. Hey.
Mm.
It's so funny that this habit of always thinking that something is not complete or something is not, it's so deep that when I feel now that, you know, like when I really feel when I know that it's, you know, not true, and that but this movement of wanting to go there, and then it almost feels if you not go with the movement, or if I'm not, then it's like, okay, what is left? Like if I'm like, it almost creates like this like fear of then missing out on something, you know, or yeah, it's really.
And yet, as we were sitting here, just resting, there was, for me, a really sweet flow. So, and you tell, and you, I don't know if you experienced that flow or not, but to me it felt there were moments of just beauty, aliveness, everything. And then tell me if there's anything else that feels like that.
If there's anything
else that feels like that, that just that beauty, that aliveness, that
no, yeah, that was the strange thing, because I could feel that, and I could also really feel that there's like now this, also this knowing and this experiencing of that and really enjoying that. And then I noticed this movement.
yes, because it's
Yeah,
it's based on that you can finally get your life to be the way you think it should be, and then you're going to live happily ever after, or something like that. And so
yeah,
then there's still chasing a dream, you know, some dream of something. And
yeah. It's like this moment is not like totally perfect as it is, which
yeah,
it actually is. So it's
which it
like a
actually is,
double.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. The stream, you know, if only I could get someone to love me just the way I am, or
Yeah.
you know, whatever the dream is. I mean, that's a very common one, yeah. Man, people suffer for that dream.
Yeah, anything, or you know, if something would be
Anything,
this, like a little bit more like
yeah,
that, or
yeah,
like everything that is like makes it like not okay right now. Yeah.
exactly, exactly.
And it's actually such a relief, because yeah, it doesn't matter what it is. It's
Exactly.
all not true. Yeah. Thank you. Mhm.
No, thank you. So I think, I mean, most people are on the email list, but the next celebration will be, I think it's the 5th to the 11th of November, and it'll be on my website soon. And if you can send me a link for that, David, that would be great.
Yeah, the link for the yeah, I'm gonna send it.
Celebration, yeah.
Yeah, I will send it
Fantastic.
right now. Yeah.
Okay. Armin.
Hi,
Hey, Armin.
nice to see you.
Yeah.
It's been a while since the last retreat, but it's still working. The energy was immense, and I profit a lot.
Mm.
So I guess everything is fine. So the thing in me is very concentrated on the time when I go to sleep and the time when I wake up, and it's important to come to the right starting point, and then the day opens, and often I'm in like a tube, and beautiful things are running through me, and I'm with it. I'm looking at it, and not so much the feeling it has to do with me, but it's very nourishing to look at it and to be with it, simply to be with it. And it's lovely that there is some alarm flashing or something like that that prevents me from taking it for my person and pumping up in any way. There is the possibility to see that this interrupts the stream, and I'm not interested in interruption. Yeah, there's no question and nothing. Just thank you for that all is like it is. And I hope it's going on in that way. But on the other side, there's not much to do for me. But I'm looking forward, because it's developing in a way from itself, and all that comes is teaching me something, and I just have to be open. Yeah, and I'd like to come here and not to tell stories, if this is in a way possible, just to celebrate, or just to give back happiness and love, and because this giving to others is always coming back very fast. And yeah, then there's not so much you need, because you know it's there. It's there. Yeah. It sounds absolutely romantic, but with a distance to myself, I have to say that I never was so happy for such a long period in my life. There is just this silent recognition and so love is flowing. I'm able to see it, and what do you want more? And to feed, I would say, it doesn't matter where you go, it's always with you. If you sit or whatever you do, that is that. That is that. Thank you, Isaac. It's very, yeah. And thank you to the song.
Aneta. Hey.
Hey. Long time no see, but you've been hard always. So it's
and you and mine. Yeah.
I just felt that, yeah, feel that. So it's good to be here. It's good to be. And there's turmoil, confusion, wondering if I'll explode or something, or it's a lot, and it's a challenge to contain it somehow. It's to be with everything. And
Netta, it's like, I don't even think, it's like, because this moment is a sensation and we cannot describe it and we don't know what it is actually. But the moment it automatically and unconsciously filters through our conditioning and our trauma, then we end up with a perception. But then we have this idea of being with our perception, which isn't reality. It's not real. And that's where it feels like it's too much. But we're actually with a nightmare. We're not with reality. So there's a misunderstanding there. Like, okay, as you watch the news, there's this and this and this and this going on, and it's like but it just touches different perceptions of good and bad and right and wrong and all of that stuff. But just making that distinction between being with a perception, which is an interpretation, it's not reality. So we don't know what's going on. We don't know what it's good for. We don't know anything. We can have ideas, climate change, this. It's like, but man, the great intelligence is playing every single part. We're made of stardust. Our nervous systems are like galaxies, and then there's galaxies upon galaxies upon. It's just so vast and big, and it's like, my God, and yet when we believe this interpretation, when there's a believing of that our perception is reality, that's where the difficulty comes in. And then, we got an idea, I have to be with what comes up in me. But
that doesn't work. That doesn't work. No. Because I want to, when I want to explode, I just better explode, just let it go.
This is like, it's just like.
Well, I'm a nature lover, so I just, what you said about the fire, immediately touches in me worry. And,
Okay.
and also much open-heartedness for nature that is truly suffering more than decades ago. And I was thinking about the frog that you heard, and it really
Yeah.
like very alarming, like he's alarming all
No,
nature.
he's not.
He's not.
He sings. No, he sings like that every day.
Okay, even but he doesn't know about the fire. I just
I
wonder.
don't think so. I don't. No, he doesn't. Or he or she. I don't know what it is. It's
Yeah.
but you know, it's like I have a little fish pond on my deck just
Yeah.
behind me here, and then you know, because we get big winds here, I have these reinforcement on the sliding doors that like a aluminum tube, and he likes to crawl in there and live in there. And then at night he comes when I've got the lights on, all these bugs come onto the glass, and so he gets a good feed and he can jump in the little fish pond, and so he's happy as anything.
Oh, that's good. And
Yeah.
at least he's got
Yeah.
water. So
Say again?
at least he or she has got water. So when the fire comes, he or she.
Yeah. No. And it's amazing. These things, they got like these suckers on their feet, and they can crawl up the glass. And sometimes and I have high ceiling, and they go and sit on the ceiling. And sometimes they just drop from the ceiling to the floor. You plop, and you'd think it would kill them because it's about 5 meters. And it's not. They just plop. And
wow. And
interesting life form.
Oh yeah, I love to hear about that because my heart opens when I hear about animals doing their thing, you know. But what I've noticed the last few years, I've been looking into myself. Where does my need to help everyone and everything on earth come from? And I just reduced it back to my childhood, that just wanted to save my mother. I just want to save my mother, and now it's Mother Earth that I want to save. It's a deep, it's a deep passion.
And it's funny. What does that wanting to save your mother bring, or what did it bring? You know,
well, trouble, but also a lot of
exactly.
for me.
A lot of what?
Stress. It gives a lot of stress. And getting out of
exactly.
the
That's what it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So good intention, but bad result. You know, just to see it.
Yeah.
Very, very understandable movement.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just, if you see a little deeper, you know, the resting as who you've always been, in which everything is appearing in, or being stressed, and just doesn't make any sense to me anymore. It's just like, wow. Life is going to do what it's going to do. Suns are going to burn out. New galaxies are going to come. Old galaxies are going to. I mean, it's just like it's just this great cosmic dance, you know. It's just.
Yeah. And that's amazing and baffling.
Yeah.
And trying to find
Can just live in wonder, you know. Just wow. Wow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. Still, it's such a deep wish to.
One thought. That wish that you're talking about is a thought. That's all. Okay. And that one thought. It's time. At some point, is looking at that thought and just going, okay, very sweet thought. But what does it bring in this moment? Does it bring beauty, love, peace? What does it bring?
It's the focus outside.
A promise of something in the future that in the moment it brings trouble.
Yeah.
Just making that discernment, just checking it out, really seeing for yourself. Don't believe anyone. You remaining as love and peace is the most beautiful gift to existence, to nature, to totality, to everything. That's it, you know. Just to recognize that once and for all.
Thank you. Thank you, Isaac.
Thanks, Annette. Yeah. Maria.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi.
It's raining so much in Hamburg. I would like to bring you some rain in your district.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it touches me when you said it's burning around you.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, fire is such an element. I mean, when you watch a whole forest on fire, it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of energy it can destruct and it can bring so
Well,
much.
yeah, it's also
Yeah.
it's part of the natural cycle here in Australia, anyway. You know, it's like brings new growth. It's yeah.
Do you feel protect your whole flat?
No, I don't. I mean, look, I'm just watching it because I know if it's so much just a question of luck now, which way the wind blows. If the wind blows the wrong way, my house will be gone for sure. So.
Yeah.
Nothing I can
Yeah,
and
what a
nothing
kind
I
of
can do about
situation.
it. Yeah.
Hmm. What a wonder that you can sit like this with us.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I see. I mean, I really see there's nothing that I can do, and with luck, if it does turn, then I have enough time to put what a few things that are valuable to me in the car and go. And see what happens next. That's all. I mean, you can't argue with the fire. I'm saying naughty fire. It's gonna do what it's gonna do, right?
if I could do anything for you, I would like to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I hope very much you will be protected with the whole flat.
Yeah, yeah.
Also to sit with us like this.
Yeah.
I would like to sit a little while with you.
With pleasure.
Thank you, Isaac. So nice to meeting you in this.
Mm.
Mm.
Andrea, thank you for hosting. Thank you, beloveds, for showing up and celebrating, enjoying love, peace, beauty.